Well, good morning and welcome to Fun Friday, Craft Round the Clock, all about tin cans this morning. I'm Mary with Ocean Breeze and Me, and I'm sure that Deb is just finishing up and you'll all be joining me here very shortly. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'll show you what it looks like now, but we do have some work to do. I'm sure you can kind of figure out what we might be doing this morning. Hopefully it will look like a scarecrow till it's all said and done. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, I don't want it white. I'm going to add some flesh color to it, but then of course we will put some dark wax on it later. So let me tip you down so you can see what I'm doing. All right, and away we go. Almost looks pink. I was not going to do this morning. I had something else completely planned. And I sat in here last night, and the more I fiddled around with it, and I went, nah, I think we're going to do a scarecrow. Good morning, Dee. How are you today? First one. Welcome in. So like I said, today is Craft Round the Clock's Fun Friday. We try to do them every single week. And thank you for sharing. Today is tin cans. Or all about tin. I'm going to do this so I can set it aside and let it dry. And hopefully not cut myself. And, okay. Good. Hi, Diane. How are you? All you're seeing me do is paint and a net. Good morning, Miss Tracy. How are you? Now to get it off without making too many marks. You will see as I do this, hopefully you get an idea of what we're doing. We're going to do a scarecrow, but my version of a scarecrow. So I wanted to paint a flesh color, which we will probably use dark wax on, and I'm going to move that excuse me, out of the way so we can start working on his hat. Oh, itchy nose. I'm going to say real quick, I hope I'm going to get through this. They've put me on some medicine for, they think I have a skin infection in my legs, and the medicine is not agreeing with me very well this morning. Very nauseated, so I'm hoping to get through. So cross your fingers. So cheers. Okay, and I've made a circle, and this is brown fabric, and I've already put a circle. Good morning, Patty. Love, Laugh, Create by Sherry. Good morning. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that we will see you again. I do a lot of decoupage, but I won't say that I stick just to that. I like to do a little bit of everything. So if I had to pick something that I do most of, it's probably decoupage, but I like to get my hands into a little bit of everything. Good morning, Keffany. How are you? So I went ahead and drew a circle here to do the circle part, which is a piece of wood. I had my husband cut the, excuse me, the tin cans down last night. So yesterday I was with all of you and I was telling my adventures of my having my CPAP machine. It didn't go any better last night. But I decided, you know, there's numbers to call to get assistance. Do you know, not a one of them. Good morning, Kelvy. Good morning, Sue. Not a one of them would help me. Their comment is, oh, you have a scheduled meeting on the 25th, a Zoom meeting, for them to go over everything with you. I said, that doesn't help me right now. Last night, oh, got all situated, hit the machine. You're losing air, you're losing air. I went, OMG. So about 20 minutes and I said, forget it. So I won't use it until I have the meeting. And she said, I have plenty of time. I do not have to worry about losing the fact that the insurance won't pay. You know what? I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to, decoupage the fabric so that I don't have glue bumps. I think that would be a good idea. So let me get. So I hope everybody, I guess some of you got hit with bad weather. We had a lot of rain last night, but we did not get hit. Our capital of Delaware, Dover, they got hit. They had a tornado, and we heard that it was close to the racetrack. And there is a hotel, Holiday Inn, right by the racetrack, and they lost their roof. So it was close enough for comfort. And we're not out of the woods yet. There's more coming. So any of you who are going through all this, this whole year has really been strange for weather. And my son keeps giving me a hard time, telling me that we're going to get hit really hard this year with snow. And I'm going, hush. I don't want to hear it. No, no, no. I did both sides. I want to do both sides because I don't want the under part not to be brown. And then we will work it together. All right. Yes, you did get hot. I bought a little heat tool. You got a major thunderstorm there? A lot of rain. Yeah. Well, we had tornadoes fairly close, but they veered away from us and went, well, it came through Dover first, veered around us, and then hit Ocean City last night. And we haven't heard how Ocean City fared out. But I actually think this whole year for the weather has been very strange. So hopefully till we're done, this will definitely look like a scarecrow. I hope. Here again, it's called Your Vision. What you see. The only thing is about these little heat tools is they cool down very, very quickly. Okay, so now, and I'm gonna leave it roughed on the edges. As soon as it dries, I'll probably take my gator and go around the edge. So now we need to cover the top. And this is just plain old brown fabric. I don't even know where I got it. It probably was remnants from something. But it works. That's all that's important. I thought I had felt, but apparently I used it all. So we have very low humidity today, which is nice for a change. It's not going to last. We're getting it all back next week. So, do you think I cut enough fabric? I think. Okay. Okie doke. I hope you all can see okay. Move this and bring this over. My husband's last words to me were, "Don't cut your fingers." It's funny, I had saved cans for so long, and then I got rid of a lot of them. So I wanted to do this Fun Friday, ran out in the garage, and I have a box that sits under our cabinets, and I ran out to look, and it's like, whew, at least there's a few there. I don't mind the wrinkles. Scarecrows are not perfect, right? We were getting comments. We're not now. Good morning, West Texas, Laurie. How are you? Come on. I can also guarantee you that I am not painting eyes and noses. I don't do well. You had lots of rain also? Oh. Yes, it is getting scary. Very scary. Just be safe and don't do anything crazy. That's about all you can do. You know, I often said, I really wish we would have lived closer to the ocean. Not anymore. After seeing and hearing, I'm fine right where I am. I could go to the ocean. I would rather it not come to me. If you know what I mean. But I'll tell you, with the way we are polluting our environment, as I have learned over the past year, I won't live to see it, but eventually we have the Nanticoke River, probably no more than a block and a half from us, maybe 2. It'll be at our front door because the waters keep rising. All right. Deb from Secondhand Treasures is the one that I watched her and listened to her talking about the smaller glue tool, so I thought I would give it a go. And the glue rope, which is nice. Keeps you from having to fill it all the time. Okay, one more little bit of blue, and we should be done with that part. Ouch, 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 ouch. Keep putting your finger in it. Gee. So, we are having an event starting tomorrow. Sweet North and South Chicks rustic fall gathering. It will be on Saturday and Sunday, and a lot of our Craft Around the Clock crafting sisters are in the event, and we also have some new faces, so I hope you will join us and get some inspiration. And it's not Halloween, it's fall, rustic fall. So it should be a very, very, fun-filled event. So it will be hosted, as I said, North and South Sweet Chicks, which North is myself and Jackie from Wacky Jackie, Annabelle from Annabelle's Hot Mess Creations, and our South is our sweet Sheila from Sweetie's Creations. Let's rough up these edges just a little bit. Try and frame out here a bit and not take this apart. Let's go over here. Oops. Oh, I guess I could do that. I don't want to. We'll do it. Noisy. Sorry. I'm quite sure you have seen our flyers going out left and right and everywhere. But as I said, we're a new group. And we would really appreciate all of your support. Sorry, this is so noisy. Finish it out with some scissors. didn't want to have a brown or the wood showing. But I have some brown paint sitting right here beside me. So a little touch-up will not hurt anything. I don't think, oh, maybe. Let me see what the dark wax does. That might be all I need. No, paint. Paint. Hello. Dark wax will come later. Just needs a little touch up around the edges. There we go. Okay. Not quite. Well, must be way down at the bottom, running out of paint. Okay. All right. And let's see if we should be dry. I do believe. And I think I am going to go ahead and glue the top of our hat on to the bottom. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm going to have to give that just a minute. In the meantime, I have fabric sitting over here. So I definitely want to make some patches. Apparently I have a pair of scissors lying out here. Yep. Hi, Deb. I loved your project. I'm just cutting out and sticking there so I have it. Did I use it all that I have? No. One more to go. And I also want to put, let's do this so I can see. I might need to cut a few more. Which I can do later. Okay, let's get him on. What do you bet I missed? Yeah, I did. Go the other way. This way. I thought maybe a smaller one would help with glue strings. Not the case. Not the case. There we go. There. Now, all right. One nose. One finger protector. He needs another little dab of, I didn't have his hat on straight. Story of my life. I never seem to get them on straight. Gracious. We shall try that again. All right. I think we got it. I just need just a dab. Okay. Here's where we're at. And eyes. For eyes, I'm going to use felt. because I do not paint well. Eyes, no. Takes me forever. Get your eye on straight. Now for the mouth. That I can paint. Because that's simple. That is simple. All right. We'll do brown. Of course, I put all my paint away. Of course. Brown with red. Okay. And I need to give him hair. I'm looking at my color. Buttered yam. Okay, that sounds good. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Jeannie and Becky. I'm trying to read your comment as fast as I will read it later. We have 57 eyes. That's wonderful. Okay. Yes. And what is cool is, you know, a scarecrow's mouth is never straight. So with it being a tin can, you can't do it straight. Well, I guess you could if you were an excellent painter, but not the case. Not the case. Let me dry that a little bit before I add the red. Oh. Let's not have a catastrophe. There we go. All right, let me I'm hoping I don't have to glue too much of this, because we still need to give him hair. All right, let's give him some hair. And all I'm going to do is just start cutting. And see where we end up. And it might even be too long. Still isn't sticking. You know, I should have put the hair on first. There we go. Don't we all live and learn? Cutting it close. Hair. Put one more on, and I want to put a little scarf around his neck yet. And I can always continue with the hair, his scarecrow hair. So I hope that you will stay tuned for our next creator. I'm sure everybody is going to have 1,000,001 ideas, which is so awesome to see everybody's ideas with tin cans. They're just not for soup. Okay, I'm thinking, let's see what I have here. Of course, this is all Esmeralda's fabric from Lovett's Garden. My whole craft room smells of her wonderful, wonderful fabric. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's a nice fit. I have to lay him down for a minute. I could have easily made it a her, but I do have the hair to finish, but let me hopefully I won't knock his eyes off or his nose. I have to laugh. My husband is, he gets so irritated at Baxter. He's always going out. And I have been blaming that poor puppy for the one who's always peeing at the back door rug. And I found out this morning who it was. Sibling rivalry, right? It's the other one. It's Winston. So from now on, when we get up early in the morning and go back to sleep, he's going back in his crate. Little monkey. And the thing about it is he doesn't, we have a bell at the door. That's what we use to train him, and especially to get our attention as well when he needed to go out. Oh, yeah. So he's going to find things are going to change for him too. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. Not being smart. Let's get some on the other side, and then we will, I can do the back later. And I really appreciate you all being here today. It's always good to see all of you. Oh, shoot. Glad I have two. Oh, wild hair. I looked up scarecrows last night, and I kind of chuckled because they even have a article in there as to when do you need to use a scarecrow in your garden. I also have a few sticks that you saw I used yesterday. I thought they would be neat, maybe around a few around his hat. Give some personality. Oh, time. So I will add the rest of his hair, and that's what I have for you today, using a tin can and a half. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sure the next creator is already on. Go over and see who it is and follow them all today. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you.